The Knicks just stole a 105-104 win in San Antonio and now lead the NBA Finals 2-0. They're only the third team ever to take the first two Finals games on the road. That 13-game playoff win streak, second only to the 2017 Warriors. A city that last won it all in 1973 is now just 2 wins away from a parade.
Right.
That's very close. Towns drives inside and...
So how are the Knicks doing this to Wembanyama and the Spurs? The answer goes deeper than Brunson. It goes deeper than team defense. It starts with one matchup nobody saw coming a few months ago, and it has become the backbone of this whole series. Karl Anthony Towns might be the single most important player on the floor. In Game 1, he dropped 18 points and 12 rebounds while Wembanyama shot a painful 6 for 21. In Game 2, Towns was the most efficient player in the building with 21 points and 13 boards on 8 for 12 shooting. While he was doing that, Wemby was held to just 7 points on 4 shots in the first half. Those two numbers are directly connected. New York is using Towns to break San Antonio's defensive math completely.
Half court, here comes the double. Bridges, Towns, wide open corner three, knocks it down.
San Antonio has no clean answer for what Towns is doing. Put Wembanyama on him and your best rim protector gets pulled all the way out to the perimeter, far from the paint where he destroys games. Try to hide Wemby elsewhere and Towns attacks the closeout before he can get back. Every single possession forces a choice. Every choice costs San Antonio something. What does not show up in the box score is what Towns is doing on defense. Wemby loves to catch deep and get comfortable before attacking. Towns is taking that away. He uses his size and strength to bump Wemby off his spots early in the shot clock, forcing tough catches. And he is doing it without picking up cheap fouls, which matters because Towns already finished Game 2 with 5 fouls. He is walking a tightrope. Through the first half of Game 2, before San Antonio's fourth quarter run, he was completely controlling where Wemby could stand. CBS Sports noted after Game 1 that the Knicks figured out what OKC could not during the Western Conference Finals. You have to meet Wemby with pure strength. Finesse fails. Schemes fail. You cannot let him find rhythm inside the arc. Towns is built for this fight, and right now, he is the reason Wemby cannot just park at the rim and erase everything New York throws at the paint. Think about what that unlocks for everyone else. Brunson has room to attack. Bridges finds open lanes. Anunoby drives with space.
The Spurs guards are. Anunoby drives on Wemby, gets inside, layup is good.
When the league's best rim protector is busy chasing a 6'11" center around the three-point line, the whole Knicks offense breathes differently. Towns is not trying to outplay Wemby straight up. His job is to make Wemby's greatness cost San Antonio on every single possession. Through 2 games, that is exactly what has happened. But dragging Wemby to the perimeter only works if the Knicks cash in on the space it creates. That is where the rest of the roster steps up, and what they are doing in the margins matters just as much as anything in the stat sheet. Start with a number that makes no sense until you watch the tape. In Game 1, Josh Hart finished with 3 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. He was a plus 22 in under 27 minutes. 3 points, plus 22. One of the strangest and most valuable stat lines in finals history, and it tells you everything about how these Knicks are built to win.
24%. Hart with a steal, bad pass from Fox. Hart to McBride, now to Shamet. Quick release, Shamet.
Hart's real job in this series is making Wembanyama miserable without giving him a clean body to guard. Hart never stops moving. He sets screens, runs handoffs, and drags Wemby to short rolls and pick and pops, forcing a 7'4" rim protector to defend every corner of the floor he would rather avoid. When San Antonio puts Wemby directly on Hart, Hart holds him out of the paint and burns shot clock while Brunson, Bridges, and Anunoby find the openings he just created. That is a design function of the New York offense. The Knicks closed Game 1 on an 11-0 run, and the possessions before that stretch built it. The screens Hart set and the defensive pressure he applied broke San Antonio down. Hart was a plus 22 in a game New York won by 10, and that math is becoming a real problem for the Spurs.
Mitchell Robinson is another guy not getting enough credit.
Light limp as he comes up. Hart stays in the game with the 3 fouls. Throws it up for Robinson, and it goes in. And the foul.
Towns pulls Wembanyama to the perimeter, but the Knicks still need a second body willing to go at him physically when the ball moves inside. Robinson is that body. He boxes out, denies clean catches, and gives New York a physical presence in the paint that forces San Antonio to account for 2 threats at once. 2 physical bigs rotating is a totally different problem than 1. The Game 2 team numbers show the full picture. New York finished with 29 assists and 11 steals against only 12 turnovers. San Antonio gave the ball away 16 times. The young Spurs guards, Castle, Harper, and Fox, are dynamic players still learning how to handle finals pressure with New York's length crowding every passing lane. Those 16 turnovers created transition opportunities for the Knicks and kept San Antonio from ever building real momentum, even when Wemby was cooking in the second half. The possession battle is where this series is quietly being decided. The big plays get the attention, but the real story lives in the spaces between them. The extra Hart rebound, the steal that kills a Spurs run. These margins do not always feel dramatic in the moment, but stack enough of them together, and that is why the Knicks are flying home 2-0. New York is winning the dirty possessions, and in a series this close, that is everything. But 30 possessions only go so far. Someone still has to punish San Antonio when they load up on Brunson, and the Wings have been doing exactly that. Here is what happened in Game 2 when Brunson shot 7 for 25 and San Antonio smelled blood. Mikal Bridges stepped up with 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists while going 4 for 6 from 3. He took over as a primary creator and made San Antonio pay for every double team and trap they threw at the offense. OG Anunoby quietly put together a clean two-way game, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. The defensive assignment for both wings is brutal. Fox gets downhill in a blink. Castle is physical and disruptive. Harper has the size and the burst to attack before a defense can breathe. Vassell will punish any slow rotation. Bridges and Anunoby cannot gamble on steals. They have to crowd, dig, switch, and recover without overcommitting, because the moment one of them bites on a pump fake, Fox or Harper is already at the rim. The fourth quarter run in Game 2 started when San Antonio found those cracks. A Harper drive, a Fox attack, and a 14-point lead became a nail-biter. Harper's 15 points off the bench is the number San Antonio wants to build on. He is aggressive, physical, and he does not play like a rookie when the game is on the line. The Knicks cannot let him find that comfort early in Games 3 or 4. Now let's talk about Landry Shamet.
Castle goes to help. Brunson gets it away. Shamet wide open. And
he scored 13 points in both games and went 3 for 7 from deep in Game 2. His importance is about what he does to San Antonio's decision-making. When Shamet stands in that corner, the Spurs cannot send a second body at Brunson without giving up an open 3. They cannot collapse on Towns without leaving a shooter alone. Every help rotation becomes a gamble, and Shamet keeps cashing in when they guess wrong. Take Shamet off the floor or let him go cold and the spacing tightens up fast. Towns gets less room. Brunson faces real traps. This New York offense only works when all 5 pieces do their specific jobs at the same time. Brunson attacks. Towns stretches the floor. Hart creates chaos without the ball. Bridges and Anunoby punish the pressure. Shamet keeps the defense honest. Pull any one piece out and the whole system compresses. Through 2 games, Mike Brown has kept all 5 of them connected. San Antonio did find the comeback blueprint in the fourth quarter of Game 2. The big question now is whether the Knicks can hold their grip when this series shifts to Madison Square Garden. Let's be straight about what Game 2 actually showed. With under a minute left, Wembanyama calmly knocked down free throws to put San Antonio up 104-102. His team had just gone on a 14-0 run to wipe out a 14-point Knicks lead. A 22-year-old who had 7 points in the first half just took the game back through pure will. He is a generational player doing generational things when it matters most. The idea of stopping Wemby was always too simple. What the Knicks are really doing is making his greatness expensive, forcing hard catches, difficult rotations, and late-game pressure moments where one wrong decision ends everything. In Game 2, that wrong decision came when Wemby threw the ball away with 9.5 seconds left. It hit Stephon Castle's back, landed right with Jalen Brunson, and San Antonio never got it back.
shot. Back of the rim won't go. Wemby the rebound. 12 seconds remaining. Stolen by Brunson and knocked down by Wemby.
One turnover, one missed buzzer shot, that was the entire difference. The margin is razor thin, and that is why the Knicks cannot loosen their grip heading into MSG. Rest minutes are still New York's clearest window to attack. In Game 1, San Antonio's defense visibly dropped every time Wemby sat down, and the Knicks used those stretches to build leads before Brunson closed it out. At Madison Square Garden, those windows have to become automatic scoring runs. Burn his minutes faster, make him carry a bigger load, and his greatness starts to feel insufficient by the fourth quarter. Foul trouble is the single biggest threat to everything New York has built. Towns, Hart, and Robinson each finished Game 2 with 5 fouls, and that is not a coincidence. San Antonio is hunting those fouls on purpose, and they will keep attacking those same bodies in New York. If Towns picks up 2 quick fouls in the first 6 minutes of Game 3, the whole structure shifts. Robinson has to anchor the paint earlier, and Anunoby absorbs more punishment inside. The physical identity New York built over 2 road games starts to bend. Foul trouble is the fastest way to hand San Antonio momentum they did not earn on the scoreboard. San Antonio's plan is already written. More pressure on Brunson at half court, more Fox getting downhill, more aggression from Harper off the bench. That 14-0 run in Game 2 came from the Spurs playing with desperation and speed. At MSG, they will try to bring that same urgency from the opening tip. The Knicks have to answer with pace and communication. Brunson's role is worth saying plainly. He shot 7 for 25 in Game 2 and still scored the tying basket and made the free throw that held the lead. His job is to be unstoppable in the 2 or 3 possessions that actually decide the game. The system is built so he does not have to be perfect. Towns, Bridges, Anunoby, Hart, and Shamet carry the load for 3 quarters. Then Brunson takes over and the system is working exactly as designed. History is worth a mention too. The 93 Bulls and the 95 Rockets are the only other teams to win the first 2 finals games on the road, and both won the championship. That does not guarantee anything, but it is worth noting. The Knicks are building a formula. If Towns keeps dragging Wemby to the perimeter and Hart keeps winning extra possessions, New York does not need Brunson to carry them. They just need him to be Brunson when the clock is running out. The Knicks have already won 2 different kinds of road games, a comeback and a survival test. That is a championship profile. If Towns stays physical without fouling and the wings hold their discipline, this formula keeps working. It's been 53 years since the last title, and now they're only 2 wins away. Drop your take in the comments. Do the Knicks close it out at MSG, or does Wemby flip the series? If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this one, and check out one of these videos on your screen now.